Live.
Hello, everyone. Oh no, it's Tuesday.
Oh no, how did I get here?
Welcome to another episode of DragonHeisters, whether we like it or not. The Garbage Liars are here to bring you another night of who knows what this is.
Flaming garbage.
Flaming, just a dumpster fire, really. And we are excited, apprehensive, our stomachs are churning about getting this show underway tonight. As promised from last episode, in honor of the Johnny and Hamish ship, which I have dubbed Jamish, long live Jamish, I am drinking a drink that I mixed tonight called the Jamish. If you want to know about it, check out my Twitter. I'm at VoxFinato. Anyway, just a reminder, right over here, you can see this lovely little bar. We are at 72.69% of our goal. When we get to 100%, which is 10,000 bits, I will run an all turtle one shot for D&D 5e set in the wonderful world of Edda, which is our Wednesday stream setting made by Matthew. And now, speaking of Matthew, you want to talk to us a little bit about our friends at Animal Helper? Yeah, it is.
Let's try that again.
Oh no.
Two-part muting. Woohoo. Yep. So Animal Helper is they're the people who got me my dog Ginger, and go to their Facebook. The link is below. Find out how you can help. They help out extreme cases. They are a charity. They are a 501c3. Go to their Facebook and share a post. Donate. See how you can help out.
Okay. Hi. I never know how to do it.
We're doing great. Emma.
Hello. I'm Emma. You can find me at NMK Hansen on Twitter, and I'm excited, I think, to be here.
She thinks. There's a chance.
There's a chance.
And hi, I'm Chris. I'm hairier than your average bear, as I told everyone earlier. But besides that, you can find me here at whatever my Twitter name is.
You remembered it. That's good.
It's directly behind.
That's an upgrade.
So
directly beneath me.
We're getting better every week.
But you'll start to learn as we go through the stream. Nothing is beneath me. And
that's correct.
I'll stoop to any dirty deeds it takes for the stream. But besides that, you can also find me on YouTube at the Mythos Mystery Society, where there will be an adventure run by me, and we'll announce that date to you soon. So keep that in mind. Ty, take it away.
And I am Ty. I'm going to be your DM this evening. I am at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I am here every Tuesday. I'm on Urban Shadows every Sunday. And Mythos Mystery Society will get started again. We had a guy out for a little while, but he's back. So Chris will be running our next campaign pretty soon. Everything is on YouTube. We've got a variety of games, all sort of spooky.
Come check out our 2 podcast episodes.
Shut up, man. I've been slacking a little bit on we have 3, and I need to delete 1.
Amazing.
So that's how that's looking. Get back to it one day.
The first one before it's gone. Who knows?
Yeah, you don't want to watch the first one.
There's gold in
and
there.
I keep forgetting to say I am Alexis. I am your co-DM for this evening. Yes. We're going to start off at least. Probably most of this evening is going to be DM'd by Ty.
Yes. But soon she'll be back. Couple weeks. Unless you all die. And then maybe sooner.
Or if you walk into the magic shop and try to, shatter your way into persuading into lower prices again.
It's a classic tactic.
Never again.
You got to read better business practices. So, last week on DragonHeisters, we're going to do a round table again and see how this goes.
We love music. I don't know either.
I'll get you some music.
Okay. So, we'll have Matt start with the recap.
Hey, that's me. Last week on Tuesday night, I'm being purposely bad at this. I don't know. I drank a lot. What do you want from me?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Solid.
Oh.
Solid.
Great. I
The
guess.
recap was last week Matt drank a lot.
I'll go next.
True.
I'll
In
go
and
next.
out of character.
Drock went out and bought pie and intimidated a man into making a porridge pie, which you'll see Alexis make soon
happened.
enough.
That's not a thing I've ever agreed to.
It's gonna be a heavy meal.
That's
Never
it.
agreed to that.
That we met a nimblewright at the end. That's all the notes I got.
Oh my god, y'all.
This is why
Shit happened.
A
Shit went down.
Stone bird.
Listen, my man, some
The
things
silver
went
hit
down in
Johnny in the
between
face.
that first and last note that you laid there. So
Didn't we do? We did
I'll
something
explain it
crazy.
all to you later.
Oh, a shirtless montage happened last week. There we go.
That was
That's
the
the
important.
most important.
That was the
There
important
was
plot
one,
takeaway of last week.
A lot of sweat. Great.
That's where are my
80s
D4s?
ballads. It was great, and yeah. And now to Alexis. What else happened last week?
Well, Syl, commonly known to the rest of the party as Val, in that persona, Syl has been having increasing health concerns. It started with a bloody nose and headache. It proceeded to coughing up blood one night and waking up in the morning feeling less than themselves. And that showed itself in a loss of her one off her maximum HP value. So she has less vitality, basically, and then they have less vitality than they did before. And in a maybe foolish, maybe I don't know. Some things went down. They asked Mixed Magpie to help with finding somebody to see about what was wrong with them. And Emma, do you want to talk about that?
Oh
That
golly.
process?
Yeah. I found my shady friend Schemo. Is that his name? Oh, and I didn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
note.
Trusted Dr. Schemo.
Yeah.
Just think of what Ty would like. Maybe his name would be in an alter ego, and that's it.
Dr. Schemo.
Yep, that's basically it. Wizards probably owes him some royalties or something for that.
Yeah, he was totally professional, nothing to worry about with it. It was completely fine.
Super
He
fine.
examined well, you were Lady Val at the time, but
I was.
technically still, and took a blood sample to get to the bottom of the concerns. And Mixed Magpie, and Schemo were a little shocked when Lady Val transformed into Syl, their final form, and then Magpie bought some drugs.
That's right.
So it was a
And-
solid event, really. Best doctor visit ever.
Somewhere in between there, we found some information out because Mixed Magpie went to talk to
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes.
That was in the
went
beginning
to
of the
talk
episode.
to the whatever they're called.
So in the
Yeah.
beginning of the episode,
That
Johnny and
that happened.
Magpie did talk to one of the members of Zentarum, a Istrid Horn, dwarven female, who kind of told them after some persuading and Johnny's winning personality that there is a kind of a rebel faction within the Zentarum that is working outside of orders. They believe that had something to do with what happened outside of Trollskull Manor. The party did a little bit of investigating and led them to the Temple of Gond, a kind of mechanical temple. They met a dragon-born priestess named Valletta, who took them upstairs to, once they mentioned they were looking for a nimblewright, and we ended up with Syl masterfully unlocking the door, and you guys came to face with the nimblewright. So, when we resume, the door has just been opened. All of you are face to face with the golden automaton, known as just the nimblewright, which has just turned to face you, sword in hand. What do you do?
I hide.
Classic Val.
I mean, I just
Roll
helped
stealth
unlock the door, so I'd like to try to hide like
Yeah, roll it.
in the door frame or some shit.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay, all right. It's above 10. My total. What's everybody else doing while I find my total?
I don't guess. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just gonna
17.
say. Oh, hi!
Great.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Magpie. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I didn't realize anyone was living here. I thought this was just an attic.
Valletta, turn. What are the rest of you guys doing? Are you doing anything, Jirok? Are you doing anything, Magpie?
Waving. Hello, darling.
Valletta kind of steps forward. Says, "Where have you been, Nim? What are you doing?" And the figure drops its sword, and then its hands kind of start moving very fast in different gestures and almost symbols with its hands. And she says, "Hold on, slow down." Okay.
So I had a 17 for stealth.
Yeah, no one's paying attention to you. You're gone.
And if he's looking if he's looking like he's gonna hurt somebody, I'm gonna chuck my dagger at him.
Okay, so you're gonna ready the action.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, he's just signing to Valletta.
Do I
And
recognize anything in Thieves' Camp?
no, this is not Thieves'
Just
Camp.
checking.
And she turns to you. Well, this is he. What are you hoping to find here? One more time.
She asking us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, well, he hit me in the face with a bird. So I would first like to know why.
He looks at you as you say that and turns to Valletta and begins to kind of sign again.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
She gives a brief sigh and then she yells out to the doorway and says, "Colin, Dora." And you see two robed figures, wearing kind of the same robes as her with the kind of metal cog symbol. One is another dragonborn with gold scales and a gnome, kind of darker skin, female. And she kind of points them to the back, kind of a back room in this attic. They open the door, and you see just a ton of kind of machinery, almost like a workshop. You see some birds, like similar to the ones that hurt you. And you see just a bunch of kind of contraptions and tools. And as soon as they open it, they just start breaking shit. They just start destroying everything inside, and you see the nimblewright panic a little bit, but not move.
Is this like an intimidation tactic? I ask her.
No, Nim is not supposed to be creating things. He was not made for that. He was not allowed to do that, so we are rectifying the situation. I'm sorry he hit you with a bird, but he won't hit anyone ever again.
Oh, I'm just asking over here. Are you, does he have like a master here? Does someone own him? Is he his own guy?
No, the temple owns him. I'm the leader of this temple, so he's owned by the temple, but directed by me.
Oh, yeah, gotcha there. Do you know, does he got his own cognitive abilities, intelligence, or is he just a machine?
No, he... Good.
Yeah, can he think for himself?
Yes, he can. That's why he's created these things. He's becoming quite innovative.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna look around for Syl.
You can roll an investigation check.
I don't care to find her. I'm just looking for her.
Okay. She's probably hidden well enough to pass your
Just on the other side of the door frame so that what's-his-face can't see me, that's all.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just...
Okay.
So yeah, you're kind of in charge of him then, yeah? So what's he do around here? What's his responsibilities?
Well, he doesn't have a job per se. He's gifted for us. He is one of the nimblewrights we have that marches on the temple. On the parade. He was given to us as a gift from a visiting Lantinese wizard a long time ago.
Oh, wow.
But no, he doesn't have any responsibilities. He just stays in the temple. He joins us for the parade. That's about it. He shouldn't be doing anything else.
So you just keep him up here the whole time then, besides that, yeah?
Well, he's allowed to, go on the roof, occasionally walk around the temple.
So why would he be making things now? What has changed?
That is a very good question. And she looks to Nim. I want you to roll an investigation or no, persuasion check, Magpie.
Ooh.
Or intimidation if you like.
16.
He looks to you for a second, and then back to Valletta, back to you, then back to Valletta, and kind of slowly begins signing something. He says he is lonely, or was lonely.
Oh. And so he made things to find friends, or he made things for friends he found?
Yeah, Valletta looks back to him. He begins to sign again. Well, she kind of looks at him a little, like, after signing, she looks at him a little more fiercely and begins signing again. He began creating, just simply in the beginning, to do so, driven by loneliness, but he had an end goal, which he achieved. He created one more nimblewright. And he shouldn't have. Have you all seen that play down in the theater in the round? The Terminator? This is how it starts. Nimblewrights creating more nimblewrights. Can't happen.
Understood. Where's this new nimble right now?
He signs slowly to Valletta again. She left a month ago. He doesn't know.
Alrighty. 1 second. I'm going to communicate with someone. I'm going to cast message, and I'm going to cast it at Nim.
Okay.
And I'm going to say...
Give me a second. I have to look at the rules for this real quick. Keep going.
I'm going to say, do you know anything about the fireball that blew up Troll Skull Alley? I won't tell. I won't tell your people here. It's just between us.
1 second.
Yeah, if the creature has a language, it should work, I think.
So if so she can see, just so rules wise, I know she can see Johnny doing that, right? The lady that's
unless you're a cast spell.
So the you can see the casting of the spell. The verbiage though goes into the spell. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
She's charmed by him, so I don't see
Correct.
why she'd find an issue with it.
Correct. I'm gonna say he doesn't respond, but kind of slowly shakes his head at you.
Doesn't know anything about the fireball.
Oh, can you ask him? Does he know how to track another nimblewright?
He can understand. He can understand people, so he does.
Oh, okay, there. Well, I'm asking you then, big guy.
Roll one more persuasion check.
13 plus 1 is 14.
He looks a little reluctant, but after a while, he goes to a floorboard and opens it and kind of sticks it down, pops up, and he pulls out a small device. It's bizarre looking in nature. It's like a metal handle with a bunch of gears and what looks to be like a small, almost umbrella on top with red and green coloring. What is this, Nim? Asks Valletta, and he signs to her. For a while. This should detect any nimblewright. It has range about 500 feet. The umbrella will whirl on top if there is one around. And she looks to Nim and says, "Stay." She looks at the rest of you and says, "Come with me outside." Do you follow her?
I'll follow. Mumbling.
I try to catch Johnny's eye.
Yeah.
Hopefully, just and I just make a gesture to Johnny. I'm like,
I have no idea what that means, so we're moving on.
Try to get you to message me.
Okay.
I can't initiate it.
I'm going to cast message to Syl.
Do you want me to stay here, hidden?
Yeah. Yes.
Keep me in the loop, please.
Will do.
All right.
You're gonna continue. Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay here, hidden.
The group is now moving out
Keeping
of.
an eye on Nim.
So you're gonna hide in the room. You're gonna try to pass. Basically, here's what's happening. You guys are in a room. Everyone but you is in a room with Nim, the addict.
Right.
You see the rest of the party: Valletta, Magpie, Johnny, Jirok, and Hamish start to move out. Are you gonna? You're there. You can continue hiding where you are, or try to sneak in. You can try to find some other place to hide in this kind of hallway where she's leading them, or you can try to sneak back in and be in the room where they are, where the nimblewright is.
What's fun?
Open
I'm gonna
different ways.
use the transition of people moving around as a cover, and I'm gonna try to hide in the room.
Roll one more stealth check.
He's being held captive. There are parallels here, folks.
Natural 20.
Oh shit! You make your way in so stealthily, like just blending in, like not knowing what happened. Johnny kind of covers you a little bit, and you just dart your way past him and just hide. The nimblewright is so focused on people leaving, even Nim doesn't know you're there.
Oh my
You're
god.
alone in a room, hidden with Nim.
Oh no.
Let's start with the rest of the party first. As Valletta closes the door, and the other two priests have left by now, it's just you guys and Valletta. She turns to you and says, I don't want any evidence of what Nim has done around. I will give you $500. $500. Oh, real dollars.
$500.
Pay me, Ty. Pay me.
Yep. 500 gold pieces, as well as 4 inventions from the temple. If you can bring me back proof, its head, that it is destroyed.
Johnny. Okay. Well, that's, listen, it's not above us. Nothing. Sorry, it's not below us and beneath us. Nothing is. But, I'm looking for the person who set off I'm looking for someone who caused a kind of problem for us in Troll Skull Alley. And if memory serves, that's why why'd we come to this temple?
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah, but if you recall there, it could have been a construct called a nimblewright.
Right. Okay. So, but if they left the temple a month ago, not the city. Is that what we're saying here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we think that this lady, we don't know if it's a man or a woman. This nimblewright, is the one who set off the fireball, then that's we're lock stock on that. Yeah, for sure. I'll bring you back its head.
Thank you. When you bring back the head, 500 gold, and 4 devices from our temple.
Wow.
Just confirming. Did you say 500 gold each?
No, for the party to split.
All right.
I was working the job.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that sounds like you need us to find something.
And that's what we do.
That's what we do right over there, because we're lightning and
I mean, we didn't do it right, but all right, I'll take it.
all right there. There we go.
One day, boys. One day.
That's getting
I mean,
better.
that was just her
Probably
first
not there.
offer.
But yeah, it sounds like you need something found, and we're gonna find it, and we got this fizzy umbrella drink to do it.
Johnny, something on your mind, bud?
Oh, a lot of things are on my mind, Hamish. A lot of things.
I mean, do we want to? We're taking we got one more member. Maybe we can discuss on the side before we, fully commit. If that's what you guys are interested in.
Oh, sure there. Yeah, we got lots of propositions lined up. We gotta kind of see where this one lines up, miss. So if you could give us one honky-do minute, that's a long one in Mountain Talk, we'll be right over here together, and we'll get right back to you.
She nods and moves down the hallway a little bit. You guys have enough privacy. I mean, this is good for us. I mean, the 500 gold, that's great. Are you all right with it?
I think we could do more gold, perhaps. This is quite a mission.
I mean, my main tactic for getting more gold is breaking stuff. And
Right.
people, it's not great. I won't lead the charge here.
No.
But, like, I would love more gold.
What do you... Oh, you go ahead there. Sorry.
You go ahead.
Well, the only thing that's got me a little uneasy here is I don't think that nimblewright just wake up one day and start throwing fireballs. I feel like there's something a little deeper here, and that even though a good job's a good job, and this sounds like a good job, I think there's a layer here that we're not seeing.
Such a smart boy.
So do you think it has something to do with the guy upstairs, this guy Nim, or do you think this other one may have been abducted and coerced into such actions?
That's a big word for you, coerced. I like it. I'm impressed.
I don't know, nor do I care to be honest with you, big guy. I just want my money, and I want people to stop lobbing fireballs in my backyard. So, let's, if you guys want to negotiate more money, sure, whatever, that's fine. But there is definitely something off about this. So, let's not go in guns blazing when we find the other nimblewright. And let's try to... Well, let's just keep our eyes open.
Oh, hey there. Since that girlie over there kind of likes you there, Johnny, do you think we need to take the other nimblewright along with us? Do you think he'd be a valuable asset in the investigation?
I think they would, yeah.
So maybe you make those goo-goo eyes at her, and you ask her if we could take him with.
I'm gonna go back to whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't care. Darling.
Correct.
Honey.
Good old what's-her-face.
Accepted the offer.
We were just considering... we like you about as much as you like us. Or at least you like me.
Oh, very charming, yes.
Right back at you. And we would love to, but we just need a little more sweetener on that pot, if you would.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Okay. 26.
I believe the temple could offer up either a little more gold or perhaps one more invention. Either or.
Oh, I actually like the idea of the inventions, but let's do more gold. And, a bit more gold, but also, what would really help is a little more, Johnny's pretty smart, a little bit more operational assistance. So if Nim could come with us to help us track down his mistakes, kind of teach the boy a lesson.
Nim must remain here. He is under house arrest after what has happened. If he meets his creation and somehow decides to side with it against you, I don't trust it. If you need some sort of extra supplies, I can offer you perhaps a little more gold. But Nim stays.
So how much gold we talking, kitten?
125 extra.
150 and you got a deal.
Fine, because I like you.
Well, I like you just as much as you like me.
Can Magpie hear this? Is this happening close enough that she can hear this?
Johnny, are you being are you taking her to side quietly, or are you being close enough? Okay.
I am close enough.
Okay, so you can hear it fine.
Could we get some of that gold perhaps up front to assist with this then?
Roll a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Shit. What a hard bargain you and your friends drive, Johnny. 300 up front, the rest upon completion.
Perfect. Assuming we're all fine with that.
Well, since you asked first, I am fine with
Great.
it.
Just checking.
Better
Yes.
ask forgiveness than permission.
You guys finish this negotiation. Let's switch back to Syl. Syl, you're or Val at this point. You're now in a room alone with Nim, just kind of watching. What are you doing?
What do I see?
You see it go to the kind of hidden room with the workshop and just kind of follow its knees and just look over its destroyed workshop. The creations, the broken birds. There's other kinds of inventions that are just destroyed, springs and gears and oil just littered on the floor.
And Nim looks upset.
I mean,
Does Nim look like there is emotion exhibited there?
body language, yes, it doesn't have sad cartoon eyebrows. It just like its
Well,
face
of course,
is static.
yeah.
But like
Okay.
yeah, but falling to his knees and it's kind of like sifting through the wreckage. Yes, you assume it's not like super pumped.
And sorry, refresh my memory a little bit. Do I know why he attacked us/Johnny with that bird?
Roll an intelligence check.
Sure. Proficiency or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 16.
Based on the conversation with the nimblewright, you think while Nim is probably an enthusiastic inventor, maybe doesn't have the best control of what he's doing. Maybe that's probably why the temple didn't encourage his innovations and took such a strong stance against him.
And do I get the impression that Nim is dangerous of their own volition?
You probably wouldn't know enough to. I mean, it did drop the sword when you saw the party enter. It doesn't look like it's like ready to kill someone right now or anything. But it possibly, yes, it is. A nimblewright does have offensive capabilities.
This is maybe going to be a mistake. Do I see pen and paper or parchment and quill anywhere nearby?
Yeah, there's some nearby. And you also do know enough to where you did see, like, you were hiding, but I assume you were keeping an eye on stuff.
I noticed the sign language.
So
right?
yeah, it does. You notice it does know how to speak. It understands common. It just can't it can't reciprocate.
Okay. Shit! This is probably stupid. I am going to, with my dagger in one hand, but at my back, so that it's not out,
Okay.
so I don't look hostile. I'm going to, with my other hand, pick up the parchment and the quill.
Okay.
And I'm
you're
going to
starting to
walk.
approach it.
I'm going to walk forward.
Okay, you're just walking. Are you going to do stealthily, or are you kind of announcing yourself in some manner?
I'm going to note a retreat point if I need it, and I'm going to announce myself.
What are you going to say?
Also, everybody else in the temple went with them, right? There's no one left outside the room.
The only people somewhat outside the room, you don't know exactly, would be Valletta and the rest of the party.
Okay. So I'm going to approach and very quietly, just enough so maybe Nim can hear.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I just want to talk. I hold out the parchment and the quill.
It spins around and looks nervous, and its eyes do dart to its sword for a second, which you're kind of in between. But it kind of backs down and looks at you.
So I'm holding out the parchment and the quill. I don't understand your signs. Can you write?
He takes it and
Sorry, I'm in Val, so yeah. Can you write?
there is a very messy yes that is written.
Okay. Are you okay here?
It just writes back sad.
because of your contraptions being ruined?
He writes back alone.
Do you know how you came to be?
He writes back created.
Do you know by whom?
He writes no.
What? Why did you mean to hurt my friend with that bird you made?
He shakes his head vehemently.
What did you mean to do with it?
He writes create.
Why?
He points back to alone.
You just want a friend. You just want somebody to spend your days with. Do you mean anyone or anything harm? Do I believe him?
You can roll an
It?
insight check.
Them?
Yeah.
Man, my dice are really coming through when it counts. 18 plus. So net dirty 20.
Yeah, it seems he seems very genuine.
Can you gather up what you need very quickly and quietly?
And he gestures to his broken workshop and nods.
What's the most important to you here?
He pauses for a second and then writes on the paper, "She left."
Who's she? The priestess that we spoke to?
And
Someone else?
He writes partner.
What kind of humanoid? She looked like me. She looked like you. Did you make her? Do you know where she is? Was she taken from you? What do you know what happened? What's in this room that is most important to you?
He surveys his workshop.
Tools,
There's one wrench left, and he picks up his sword and just sheathes it.
I pocket like a wrench or whatever I can.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Roll an investigation check if you want to.
All right. 16 plus. Okay, 19.
You find a small mallet and a couple gears that seem to be pretty intact.
All
Maybe
right,
use them
so
later.
I pocket those, and there's a window to get out. Yes, no.
Yes. Yeah, there's a window to get out.
I'm gonna look out the window. What else? What kind of an escape path do I see?
There's not a lot. He was able to climb up to the roof. He's a very acrobatic kind of automaton. You could do it too. You're pretty nimble, but there's
Okay.
not a clear path down. You think there was an easy access ladder? He may have failed earlier. There's not a very easy way out of this place.
Okay, but I do see that there is an exit.
There is an exit from this room, and there is a roof. Beyond that, it's a little dicey.
I would
ahead.
because this is I'm going to cast a message and to Syl, since she asked me to keep her on the loop. Like, hey, we just got a sweet deal, 750 gold and 4 inventions, and we got half up front on the gold, and all we have to do is bring back the other nimblewright's head.
I think we can figure a way out of this and still get the gold. Sure.
All right, let's switch back to the main party for now. What are you guys just leaving? What is your plan?
I would just walk outside and wait for Syl to show. Well, wait for Val to show up. Well, I'd wait like 5 minutes, and then if she doesn't show up, I just leave.
Okay. Valletta escorts you back through the main part of the temple. You see once again the hallway of inventions, a couple people in pews and admiring the work that is done there. And she escorts you out and says, "Just come back anytime it's done." And you are all now back in the streets of Waterdeep.
Cool. So I begin the 5-minute wait.
I hold up the little device. Does it give you an indication what direction to go? Or is it just...
It's going currently because there's one within 500 feet.
Oh, well, it works. That's good, yeah?
That's good to see, buddy.
Yeah, good stuff.
I wonder if those people could, like, enhance my gun. Maybe make it, like, I don't know how this thing works. I'm just going to brandish my gun.
No, you have to.
Oh, yeah, I hope the inventions are cool there. That'd be awesome. Like, something... I don't know. Cool.
Like, what would you think is cool? Like, what do you want? I mean, like, what's your cool invention?
Who you asking?
Him.
What would I want there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'd want.
Just curious.
Oh, it'd be cool to have some armor. Maybe something that has like wings on it, so I could jump and I could glide.
A glide werewolf, terrifying
What?
and a little exciting.
What if you had a backpack that shot so much fire out of it, it like rocketed you into the sky?
Oh, it's good, but I have sensitive heels. They blister easy.
That's fair. What about you, Mixed Magpie?
What about me?
What kind of invention do you want?
Oh,
I saw you were about to say something.
no. It's no.
Me-
I would probably want something that. Oh golly, I can't think of things like this.
Cuffs that uncuff themselves.
Oh no, that would be counterintuitive. No, probably a whip that could change into anything else I would want it to.
Oh, like a multi-purpose whip. A whip's army knife.
Whips army knife.
Yep, that's
Fucking classic.
Wow.
Oh yeah, how about you, Hamish? What do you think would be a cool invention to have?
Yeah.
That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. I don't really... You know what? A boat where you don't need, like, sails or, like, a bunch of people rowing. Because, like, I've been rowing before. It's hard work. I don't always want to do it.
Oh yeah, you mean like a boat that have like an automaton on the back that has like two kind of swords and could spin them real fast and push it forward in the water?
I mean, that sounds good. Maybe you got a job here, Jirok.
You're crazy. There's no way that could happen.
All right, let's switch back to Syl.
All right.
Syl, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm not worried that that priestess is going to be coming back up here immediately.
You probably assume she's probably not going to... she already kind of reprimanded Nim, but it's not going to be like you can stay the night and hope for the best. You assume
Right.
that would not be a great choice.
Right. Okay. Fuck it. Nim? Come with me. And I want to try to exit out the window.
Okay.
And I say, just, and I, what do I say? Yeah. Go ahead. Because did anybody see me actually enter this room?
No one has seen you enter this room.
Perfection. All right. So yes, I just say, yeah, come with me. And I want to leave with Nim out the window.
Based on the conversation, you're actually paying attention to him. He trusts you without much issue. He follows you out the window. You're going to roll it. It's very thin ledges leading up to this roof. I need you to roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. Am I getting any help from Nim?
Let me see how he rolls first. He's very good. Yeah, he's more fun.
It's my acrobatics.
What'd you get?
I was waiting to see if I got any help from Nim.
He's gonna he rolled. He's gonna based on his roll. It's gonna be how much he helps you based on what your roll was. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
advantage, Kind of a medium type thing.
Well, then in that case, I got a 14.
He is just enough to help you. You start to slip a
Okay.
little bit, but he managed to throw an arm out and just grab you and just pulls you up onto the roof. Kind of, with the one hand, just kind of slips himself over. Now you're both on the roof.
Okay. I'm gonna see where I can find some way down or out. I don't care if it's across another rooftop, if that's reasonable to jump, or if it's down like a back in an alley.
Roll an
But I
investigation.
want to find some manner where we'll be away from prying eyes to get down out of here. Investigation. Yeah, that's a +3. 18.
What you see is there is not an easy way off this roof. There's not a ladder. There's a building, but it's pretty far away. It's at least a 60-foot away jump. This is pretty close to the water. You think you might be able to jump and just hit the water. You also, with your investigation check, you do see, I mean, I assume you're being pretty stealthy. That's you, but you see the rest of the party kind of waiting in the street.
I can get to them. It's getting out so that nobody else sees us. I just asked Nim, do you have any way that I don't to get down from here? Can you make that jump into the water? Can you swim? You don't know. If you wanted to get down without being seen, which way would you go?
He points to the water. It's something that Nim has never done, and as you assume has probably does desire freedom. But that would be probably the best bet in his mind.
Okay, so as a shape changer, I don't really know. Matthew, I'm looking at my sheet, but maybe you have a quicker answer for this? Or maybe Ty does, but as a shape changer, can I become a humanoid creature with wings? Does that give me a fly speed?
No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
definitely not.
I
Definitely
don't think
not.
so.
That's fine. It's fine. It's all okay. Okay. What do I think my chances are based on either going off onto the river or trying to get down unseen? What do I think my chances are better with Nim?
With Nim has, from what you've seen, has better acrobatic skills than you do. You could try to, like, Assassin's Creed parkour down this building. One bad roll, you're going to be fucking a mess on the ground.
Right.
He might be broken. The river is probably safer and no one would probably notice. It seems like a very safe bet. You don't know if it can swim. So that's kind of the dilemma you're in.
We're going to try... We're going to try for the river.
Okay. Roll an
We're going to
acrobatics.
try it. Huh?
Roll an acrobatics check or athletics, either or.
Yeah, definitely not athletics. That's not happening. Okay, 16.
Okay. You Nim looks at you, kind of senses your direction and just
Grab their hand.
both dead sprint off, and it just Both of you just jump and hit the water. As you hit the water, its hand begins to drag you down. It is a heavy metal construct with no swimming ability. And you slowly begin to sink.
How far into the water am I?
You think you're about, with the jump, probably like 15 feet from shore.
I'm just gonna try my damnedest to get us to shore.
I'm
not gonna try to swim against the current because I know that that's insane.
Okay.
So I'll swim with the current, but towards shore.
Are you gonna try to hold on to Nim?
Yes.
Roll in athletics with disadvantage.
This is gonna suck.
If we've been waiting 5 minutes at the door, I'm going to cast message one more time, and I'm going to say, all right, we're leaving your ass, see ya.
10.
You don't, you like, Nim is heavy, he's a heavy chunk of metal. He's not moving.
Did Johnny get that message off?
Is it an exact location or is it kind of general, Johnny?
I just point in the direction, like you just point towards them.
Okay,
so
let's say
I basically point
it
behind me.
Sure, let's say it hit. It's general enough.
I'm at the river. I need help.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
All right, what do you do, Johnny? It's up to you now.
I'm gonna try again to swim.
Okay.
Disadvantage, I'm assuming?
Yeah, disadvantage. You're bringing them with you.
I'm going to take some of the rope out of my pack,
Okay.
tie it around Nim,
Okay.
and then try to get myself to shore without dragging Nim along.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that a straight roll, or is that...
It's a straight roll, because you're just taking a rope. It's not going to slow you down.
Okay, that's better. With a -2, that's 15.
You make it a little ways. You sank when you fell with him. You sank. You're starting to feel like you're running out of air.
I pause for just like 5-6 seconds, and I'm like, I wonder if she's drowning. And then I start walking towards the river. I'm gonna tell the group, I'm gonna say it looks like she's got her. After I cast the message, I'll pause, and then I look at the group like, looks like she's got herself into some trouble, and I start walking towards the river.
All right, and Hamish will join.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll just walk over there. Well, you think something's going on over here? What is it? Do you see a fish? I love fishing.
I only have eyes for one fish.
So you see one fish over here?
Hamish pats his armor where the gills that you saw are, but are covered by the collar.
J-Rock, Hamish, but gentlemen, studs, it's your time to shine, I think, and I'm going to push you guys towards the river.
What's going on? What's going on over here? Oh gosh, don't go over there. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the water. It must be a pod of those big fish you were talking about. A pod of whales. Must be that. Can't wait to see them come up for air there.
So roll one more athletics check.
So there's this thrashing in the water. Is that kind of what's happening?
You see thrashing under the water. It's still swarm.
We could see her. I
Well,
mean,
you see-
I
no, no,
assume she was
she's
like
thrashing.
30 feet under the
She's
water.
still pretty low.
Not
so
her.
You see movement under the water. You don't see her.
Oh, good.
13.
I don't know it's her yet.
You don't make it all the way up.
No,
You're
tell
starting
me.
to see a form that looks humanoid who is running rapidly out of air.
In case I didn't say it the first time, but after I cast the message towards Syl, I'm pretty sure I said, she's got herself into some trouble. Let's go towards the river. So now that we're... Yes! That is the
That's
thing
her?
that happened.
Oh, why didn't you say so? I like to swim. I'll hop right in and I'll get her out over there. And I'm gonna dive in.
I'm just gonna say it.
I'll swim to her and I'm
Okay, roll an athletics check.
I'm gonna sit on the dock.
Yeah, my jam, my man.
I'm just gonna
Natural
sit.
20 plus 5.
Yeah,
25.
well, you pick up Lady Val, someone Lady Val form, and just get out of the water.
like a dolphin.
Yep.
Majestic.
Rope.
So we good here? I don't know like how to fix the breathing thing. Why'd you jump in the river?
Pull the rope
I pick it up by the rope. Oh, we found it! It wasn't far at all. We gotta take its head.
The rope.
I start grabbing its head and I'm gonna start.
Don't you dare!
No, it's tied to a rope. It didn't come up with her.
I pulled it up. There's a rope tied to her. I just pulled her out of the water.
Yeah, but he's way at the end of the rope.
She was swimming up. She took 2 turns to swim up.
Yeah.
It's not right next to her. You'd have to pull the rope to get there.
How long is this rope?
It's a 50-foot rope.
Yeah. She swam. She had 2 turns to swim.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'll start reeling it in, I guess.
Roll a strength check. Hamish will help.
Pretty good. 13
So get advantage.
plus
To keep Nim out of
advantage.
it.
Yeah.
Still 13. 2 13s in a row
Alright.
plus 5.
And it's just like getting
Oh,
crabs.
never mind. That's my saving throw. 13 plus 3, 16.
All right, and we start pulling up this rope, heavy. It is a lot heavier than we are used to, but we're both 2 brawny guys. One more time.
2 brawny guys with advantage, or
Yes.
you rolling yourself?
No, it's you. I don't know.
Great. Woohoo! I rolled a 5 and a 19. Take the 19. Plus
Yeah,
3.
you pull it up with Hamish's help. Some people are kind of around, kind of hearing the coughing. There are some people kind of around as you begin to pull this up. The head has not emerged from the water yet, but you see it beginning to crest.
I don't know what it is yet.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
No one's saying anything to me. It's just gonna keep pulling.
I'm saying, listen, Nim didn't have any input on being created or anything like that. There's no reason.
Are you
that,
telling me to stop reeling this thing in? Because I'm just gonna keep going while I
No,
listen.
keep going, but don't be violent when you get him up here. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you gotta. What do you have on the end of this rope?
It's Nim.
You took the.
Oh
broke-
shit!
You have the.
Well, I mean, what was I going to do? Leave them there?
We did.
That's yup.
Yeah.
Look, maybe a lot of you don't understand what it's like to live your life in captivity and not understand what it is you are or anything like that. But, Mixed Magpie may be the closest that I'm aware of to my situation. But, I mean, come on! You can't just leave someone there in captivity
All right.
who didn't have any choice over whether or not they were created
Pull them up, boys.
or what their situation is.
Let's say, have I pulled him up by now? Or?
Yeah, he's crested the water. You have pulled him up under the water.
Just because we've been dealt shit ends in life doesn't mean that somebody else needs to be, or that we need to stand idly by while that happens to someone else.
But couldn't they wait until the job was done? What if they had come looking for us?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
All
I
right.
mean, we got paid in advance. What if they
Had
brought-
it been, listen, had it been you living in captivity with no choices, would you want to just be left there for another while just because somebody else was going to get paid?
Thank God it wasn't.
All right, yeah, no, that'd be bad.
This is all well and good. Do we want to see if there's anyone paying
Yeah,
attention?
there's a crowd kind of starting, not like a huge crowd, but people are taking notice of what's going on.
I look around. I go, oh, I found my hat rack.
Roll a deception check at disadvantage.
Oh no!
You know
I
what?
don't
That's
even
not
need to
what
roll
that fish
twice.
is called.
Don't even
You
know
got
the
that
roll
wrong.
twice.
That fish is not
Natural-
called. I'm trying to
Natural
help.
1.
I'm trying to help.
Already happened.
roll
Doesn't
it.
I
matter.
already started talking before you rolled.
Doesn't matter. Natural 1 on the first roll.
Yeah, I would have evened
Have
out.
have we seen like the crest of Nim yet?
No, Nim is out. Yeah, Nim is out. He's out the water.
Oh, he is out the water.
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, you see an older human male go, what? That's on a hat rack? It's a golden man!
Oh yeah, but I mean, where else would you want to put a hat there? You want to see what it looks like on someone before
On
you
a
wear it
golden
yourself,
rack.
there.
Not a golden man. Where did he come from? What does he do?
How many
you
people
what?
are
You shut
around
up,
us?
old man. You haven't been to my house.
How many people
it's
are around us?
Yelling, there are like people are starting. No one's. It's pretty much him right on you guys. There are other people starting to come on as he screams.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hi. How close is this man to the river?
He's pretty close. I mean, he's right next to you guys.
I'm gonna try to trip him into the river.
Wow.
Holy.
So quickly.
The moral center.
I'll hold on to his hand so that I can hopefully drag him back up, but I'm going to try to trip him.
Roll an attack. Unarmed.
Unarmed? Okay, I'm proficient in unarmed because everybody is. which brings me to a +0, which brings me to a 12.
You fight with him. He's not like on the water. You two are grappling. What are you doing? No!
Oh, I'm sorry, I tripped. Oh, I'm so glad that you're right here. Otherwise, I would have fallen right back into the river. That would have been miserable.
What
This woman's
Thank
trying.
you so much for being here and catching me as I fell. Whew.
I
am so clumsy.
I point to her. I point to Lady Val. Oh, this woman's trying to steal my hat rack. I just pick up.
my god.
I just pick up Nim, and I just start running.
Roll an athletics check. No stealth. Roll an athletics.
So 14 plus 5, my man. So math 19.
Yeah. You pick him. So you guys see him just throwing him over his shoulder and just start dead sprinting.
I'm gonna use the ring of jumping after I run 10 feet.
God.
Whatever that does, that's a ton.
Triples your jump.
Yeah, triples my jump. So that's it's huge after I've sprinted 10 feet. I'll look it up.
You see a giant Goliath with a big old golden man just jumping around, running somewhere. And the rest of you are left with an old man by the river.
I just walk away.
Oh, all right, we can do that. Sure. I'm gonna follow Johnny's lead on that.
I'm like, fuck. I just light a cigarette that I tried to light a long time ago. Must stand up from the dock, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Where'd it go? Where'd the old?
Shut up!
Golden man is gone. And the crowd kind of disperses. The rest of you, I assume, follow Johnny into the night or afternoon.
Wow, what
Doing
a
great.
shit show!
What a shit show!
We're doing great.
Doing so great.
Did that guy look like just a bum walking around? Did
An
he
old
look like
man.
maybe a drunk?
Yeah, he looked like an old man with like regular clothes. He didn't look like a beat. He didn't look
But
like.
like old enough to maybe not be taken seriously all the time?
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Okay, good. We're good.
All right,
Yeah, we're good.
We're great, obviously. Jirok,
We're fine.
where are
We're
you
golden.
going? Where are
We're
you going?
golden.
Where are you going, Jirok?
So my long jump is normally a 16 feet horizontal leap when running, so triple that. So I have like almost a 60-foot
I mean,
horizontal leap.
It's
after I
capped.
catch up.
It's capped by your movement.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
However,
that's not bad,
but if you
30%.
dash, you can get up to 60 with your action. Since your bonus
I
action
was long
cast
gone.
jump.
I'm gonna let you roll a d20.
Thing's gonna attack me. 14.
Where are you headed right now with this?
I took the straightest road where I could see where I was going. No idea where I'm going. I just went straight.
You just went straight. God. Okay.
I don't know where. He doesn't know the town that well. He just went. I see an open road. That's where he went.
Roll. You're
Wow.
in some part of the town that you don't know. You are now in a
Nope.
very fancy part of town with this thing on you.
So listen here. All right. Somehow we got you out of this temple. I guess you're with us now. I don't really know, but I don't want you to get caught. I don't want to get caught. So I need you just to stand there and do this and be a hat rack. Yep. And if anyone asks you if you're a hat rack, you just say, yes. Perfect. Good disguise there. All right. I don't know where we are. But I've been told if you're lost, you'll either stay where you're at or you wander aimlessly. So I say I'm going to carry you. You're a nice hat rack. And we're going to walk around and see what's going on. If there's a shop nearby. Do I see any like tavern signs or bars?
Roll investigation check.
Oh, better yet, I'm gonna smell for booze.
Oh
That's what I'm
no!
gonna do.
Good.
The old smell check. 15. The second one is 3. So 15 plus investigation. That's what you said?
Yeah.
1. So 16 total. I only get advantage on perception checks, so I rolled the 15.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, you smell booze around. It's a little farther off, but down you do smell it.
Do I see any signs of shops or anything?
Yeah, there are some dimly. Yeah, there's some lit places lit up. It's closer to the evening now. It's around 5, I think, based on everything that's happened. Yeah, there's a couple shops around. It looks to be a nicer part of town.
If we're gonna make this believable, we should probably get a hat or two, yeah? So I'm gonna look to see if any of them are clothing stores or a haberdashery.
Yeah, you find Fancy Jim's haberdashery.
Oh, this looks like the place for us, eh? All right, let's get in there, hat rack. So I'm gonna walk in.
You walk in. There is an elven male, stark white hair slicked back, and a very, very thin goatee and mustache. Welcome to the haberdashery. How can I help you?
Oh yeah, you look fancy. I need 3 things from you. I need one hat, and then I need another hat, and then I need to know where I am.
Well, business first. I can offer you several hats: a bowler, a fedora, it's a new thing. It covers just your skull. I call it a skull cap.
Oh, I like the idea of the skull cap. Tell me about that fedora there. Just so you know, we're of the investigating type. We're more. I'm part of a very famous, underground famous. You probably haven't heard of us, bounty hunting company. Yeah.
I haven't. What are your names?
Oh, we are the Brawny Hunters. Well, we're thunder and lightning.
Fair enough.
And I activate my Crimson Right to make a little spark right there.
Oh, and what
Take
is this? What is this golden contraption you have with you?
Oh, this is my brand new one-of-a-kind hat stand.
The hat stand nods. Oh, it moves, does it?
Oh, yeah. It's the best kind of hat stand you can get. And that's why I'm here. I only need the best kind of hats.
Roll a deception
on my
check.
hat stand.
Roll a
And I
deception
hear,
check.
This is the place to go. 17 plus 1, my man. 18.
It does look quite fancy. If you buy 2 hats, I will tell you where you are and guide you to where you need to go.
Sounds like a bargain.
Well, you haven't heard the price of the hats yet. They are very fancy.
Oh, upon this behemoth of a dome, only the finest hasses may grace my brow.
Well, I do have the fedora, if that's what you're looking for someone hunting bounties. That's definitely a possibility. Or, what else are you looking for?
What kind of hat would look good on that hat stand?
Oh, something decadent with a peacock feather, pointed and red. That's what I envision.
I looked at my hat stand. Would you like that? We'll get one of those.
Yes. And for you?
Oh, I'll take a fedora. And give me one of those skull caps there. Sometimes, the best kind of shape is the natural shape of a man's own skull.
Very well. It will be 75 gold for the lot.
Oh, my friend. That is a price of a fine quality hat. But I was once told by somebody one should never overindulge. So maybe I should just get 2 hats. So I have that taste to come back for more.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm gonna waste all my money on hats. 16 plus 1 persuasion. There we are.
Fine, 50 gold for the 2.
Oh, 50 gold. Jeez. All right.
Which 2 are you taking?
I'll take the fancy peacock one, and I'll go. I feel like the skull cap would look better, but there's something about that fedora.
Jesus.
You know what? How about this? You give me the 2 fedoras, and I'll pay you 64 gold.
5. I do love even numbers. Like even amounts.
5
not
is
even
an
numbers.
odd number, so since you
listen,
love
no,
even numbers, let's go 64.
Fine. You know what? Fine. Fucking fine. Here you go. 64 gold. 2 fedoras. The fancy hat. You're in the castle ward. Where do you need to go?
Oh, you know where Troll Skull Alley is from here.
Yes.
Great.
And he gives you a map. Let's go to the other half of the party. The
Thank you.
majority of the party. Where is
For
everyone?
fuck's sake.
It's fine.
Where are you guys going after this?
Home.
Okay, everyone goes to Troll Skull.
Yeah, I am gonna try though to send a message to Jirok.
To who?
Jirok.
Okay.
I don't know if I can get him though. It's 120 feet, so but I'm gonna try to send it off in that direction. Is he too far?
Yeah, he's too far.
I'm too.
Motherfucker!
He's
Well,
he's
I
a
mean-
fast boy.
I wish I was.
To be fair, you probably would have.
Well,
Might
did you
have
see him
tried
going
when
and
you
go,
first
or is
left.
it like?
I would have, as soon as I saw him like go and then like leap. That's when I would have been like, oh no.
No.
That's probably when I would have messaged him to be like,
Roll a
"Dude,
dexterity saving throw.
oh god.
Nah,
Oh,
check. Just do check. I'm sorry.
Okay. This is fine. This is 19.
Yeah, you can catch him. Just the tail end. He's still gonna do what he did because this is kind of in retro,
Totally.
But
Yep, that's fair.
Maybe it's as I walk out. Maybe I'm at the edge of her thing or something. Yeah.
what are you gonna say?
Darling, don't go too far. I worry that you'll get lost. Also, you have a giant golden man with you. So it's concerning. You can reply to this message.
He doesn't. That's gonna be the
Perfect.
qualifier of this. He
I
still
tried.
leaves. Yeah, you hear the message, but you're still gone. The rest of you just head back to Troll Skull. Anything else you'd like to do in the interim?
Oh, I'm trying to follow Jirok
Sure, roll investigation check.
because I want to follow Nim. $14?
No, he's gone.
Damn it.
He's a fast boy.
Damn it.
And it wasn't distracting at all to do this giant 30-foot leap.
I know. I mean, listen. He knows his way home. He can smell the distinct boozy, drug-filled funk of Troll Skull. We just head back there.
Look, I mean, come on. He's traveling with Nim.
He's a big boy. He can carry him.
Yes, it
If-
doesn't look good at all.
He's passed out on barges. He got lost in a labyrinth trying to find a goat man, and he's always found his way back to the business. I gotta believe he's gonna come home eventually.
Well, perhaps we should drink then.
Yeah, absolutely. Always.
We should talk about what we're going to do as well as drink.
Well, no, you adopted a golden robot man, so no, we should talk about
Adopted
that
is
for
a
sure.
strong word. It implies some
Captured?
sort of like ownership.
Kidnapped?
Liberated?
No.
Semantics. Let's go talk. And the rest of the party goes back to Troll Skull. And there, you guys have a minute there. We head back to Troll Skull, and the four of us are there.
Wow. You are
I think
all
think
the
this is-
worst people that have ever been born in this wretched city. I just want
And
that
I-
to be very clear.
and I think that's a good time to take a break.
Oh,
Okay. Sure. Take a quick hiatus. Stay tuned, gentlemen and ladies.
Oh, this is. Oh, I thought this was conversation. Sorry.
No. In game, I think that's a very good time to take a break. I think we should take a $5. Matt, do you want to thank some people, or now or after?
I don't think Streamlabs is updating for me, but hey, thanks to everyone who's in chat and saying hi and hanging out. That's really cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yep.
We love seeing all these new faces and all our returning faces. It's really great. We appreciate you. Don't forget about our total one-shot bar when we get to 10,000 bits. Right down this way. I am going to run an all-turtle one-shot, and you all helped me create the turtles, and the top 4 bit donators are going to get to name them. So don't forget about that. If you want to name a turtle, donate some bits.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I
That's
said it.
right.
We'll be back
Other
in
than that,
5-ish.
We'll be back in about 5. Welcome back. And we are back at you with some more DragonHeisters action. Before we left off, Phil had just sprung the nimblewright, known as Nim, which is a golden construct, from their prison of sorts, their captivity, in a temple, and freed him into a river, whereupon they both started to drown, and they were helped out by Jurak through Johnny. And Jarek kind of made off with him into the city as a hat rack. And the rest of the group kind of just headed back to the manor at Trollskull, whereupon Johnny had some things to say. Johnny?
So like I was saying, you all are the worst people who have ever... that this wretched city has ever given birth to. Well, except for Hannah, she's alright.
I hope you include yourself in that.
Honey, I am complete trash. I just don't pretend like I'm anything else.
Fantastic.
So, like, is the golden guy gonna live here? Do we have extra rooms? Does he sleep in your room? Does he sleep?
Yeah. What's the plan?
Look, I'm perfectly fine with him staying in my room. I don't care.
You could stay in the dungeon. There's plenty of room down there, and I think I actually have a bedroom here that I haven't been using.
Cool. Around this time, Jirok bangs down the door. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, no, never mind. Oh, wait.
So, listen. This poor creature has been held in captivity and has no freedom over their own person. Are we really okay with that?
Give a shit?
Oh, you don't give a shit.
No.
That's right.
That's what I said.
I mean, we got a job that we're getting paid for now. I mean, maybe we could have talked about it, maybe do it after, number one. Number two, I mean, as far as we know, this thing caused something that caused destruction here. Right? Isn't that like what we figured out?
And what do you do other than cause destruction?
I mean, I didn't kill 11 people yet. The night's young.
How many people? If that's how we're counting it.
No, it's not a truth yet. We're not playing a game yet. That'll come out later.
All right, so let's just start with, okay, what do you all know? What all came of that conversation?
No, let's not start there. Let's start here. Just like 2 nights ago, there was a lot of consternation, a lot of histrionics from little old you about this one talking about how we're going to be a group, but you talking about group decisions and how we own a business together, and you know that we can't bring in Mixed Magpie without consulting you first. But the first drop of something that you want to do, that all goes out the window. Now, I never pretended to be cooperative, but I at least gave a shot.
They don't have to stay here. I just didn't feel right leaving them behind.
Doesn't
captivity
matter
that
where
way.
they stay. It can stay here as long as it likes. I don't care about that. I don't even care that you wanted to free it. I don't give a shit. I'll help you free it, of course. But now the pooch has been screwed for the job, and we are out some cold, hard coin and 4 inventions. Because your impulsivity, and you going back on things that you brought up to the rest of us. And this is exactly why I have trust issues. People say shit, and they go back on it the first moment it's convenient for them.
That's not why you have trust issues. That goes way back. That goes back to so much more trauma that we don't need to talk about here. Or we could.
I mean, I got a couple spells left, but they went really sour last time, so I'm going to say no.
Let's not.
let's not do it that way. All right, listen, we might not be entirely out of our money with this. We might still have a chance. We might be able to free this poor creature and also get our money and our invention.
Now that's
Listen.
what I like to hear.
So, I have an idea that goes kind of along with that. Nim created the nimblewright that we're going after. What's to say that Nim can't create a very convincing other head
Yes.
that we can turn in without actually having to find this nimblewright? Or even if we do, like, we can just turn in a different head that appears to be, and we can still get our money. Furthermore, now that Nim has quote-unquote escaped, because nobody saw me in there, I'm pretty sure of it, they might put a bounty out on Nim, and we might be able to create a Nim head and turn that in for more money.
That's fine, but we shouldn't forget the fact that we were there in the first place because it's probably a Nim who caused the fireball outside of our house. So we should...
Do we really think that it's a Nim who created a fireball? I mean, that thing had a sword.
Maybe not that Nim, but this Nim. But yeah, I'm there with you. Fake the head. Do all that. That's all good and well. But whether or not you were seen is a matter. We were just there, and then their prized possession goes missing. They might come looking for it.
But did they ever see Lady Val? Did they ever see her?
I don't know what they saw and what they didn't.
Like Lady Val, sorry.
Okay.
Let's hope not.
So we should get our story straight if they do come a-knocking on the old manor.
There
what are
it
we gonna
is.
say?
There it is.
I don't know. I usually just use magic.
Yeah, I'm not good at, like, negotiating at all.
You might want to have a set story straight.
Well, we don't need to have too much of one. People saw us. Well,
That's right.
no, people did
Just let
see
us
us
come
by
in.
the river.
I came in and I helped with the door, and then I left. I went out to stand by the door. I went out to see where you all were. You know, things happen at the river. I'm clumsy. I fell in.
And we bought
I don't know. We can workshop it. This is salvageable. I just, one, I think all of this is salvageable. And two, if it had been any of you in there, would you really appreciate being left behind in captivity without any agency of your own?
For the record, I support what you did.
I would assume, I mean, other than my bud Jirok and maybe John now, you don't leave me behind. I don't know any of you from Dick. But, I mean, like, I'm out for people I care about. No, I don't really know. I mean, you seem all right, but I don't know anything about you other than the last time I tried to get close, it was a dumpster fire, the likes I've never seen.
I mean, you almost got laid.
You almost, until it went real south. And like I said, I trust him. He's honest. He was open with me. The rest of you, I don't know anything about. You told me your name 6 days into us meeting. That's not like a strong starting argument.
Like nobody else here has ever had an alias.
Let's
Not me.
let's start here. Yeah, of course, if I was held in captivity, I wouldn't want to be left there. That's whatever. Oh, 1 second. Okay, no, we're good. What I am saying here is a night or two ago, y'all came at me with some stuff. And I am trying here. I am trying. You want this to be a team where we make group decisions? Fine. You want to get to know people more? Fine. Fucking act like it. That's all I'm saying. Of course, we'd free the thing if you wanted it to. Which I'm not a monster. I'm not a psychopath. Just
Look,
a little more finesse. A little more timing.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. I can understand that. We can talk about some ground rules and protocols. I didn't have any way that I knew of to reach out to you. Had I would have. And, maybe my decisions are a bit solitary because I've lived the majority of my singular life solitary. So it's going to take an adjustment. But we can talk, and we can figure out some ground rules for the lot of us to move forward with some semblance of unison, some semblance of cohesion. I'm not opposed to it. I'm willing to entertain that possibility of it working that way.
Okay, no, a semblance is as far from where we're from now, but no, I'd
Look,
be
I
open.
mean, it's not like it's going to happen overnight. We're going to have to talk about like what kind of protocols we're going to enact or whatever. And it doesn't have to be like a fucking boardroom meeting, but
Thank God.
just a couple of pretty basic things. We set those ground rules, and then we talk about things as a group as complications and concerns come up. I don't want to sit here and talk for hours about what our protocols are going to be or whatever. And we can't foresee all of the complications that one of us might throw at the group or all of us might throw at a single person. But can we just establish that we will try and that we will talk to each other if something bothers us? Can we start there?
Yes. I'm all in.
I mean, Johnny's already taken a strong step in that right direction. So
Thanks, Hamish.
He has spoken up because something bothered him, and that's great. I think that that's a great start, but we need to also the secondary part of, willingness to work towards something afterwards, a resolution and a moving forward point. Is that something that we all are comfortable with entertaining?
Sure.
absolutely. As you guys say this, you see Jirok bust down the door, a Nim in tow with 3 hats on his arms and head.
We just got those goddamn hinges fixed.
Fuck me.
Can you
I have 3
twist
things
the
to say.
fucking knob?
Three things.
Me? You
One.
just bust down our door.
You
1, I got a hat. 2, I got 2 more hats. This is for you, Hamish. You look real cute in there, I think, and it's kind of like company thing. But 3, what just happened?
Okay, come in and please put the door back on its hinges, and then we will talk.
No, you
Yes,
left.
yes.
I got it. All right, hold on.
You had me drag you out of the river, and then
Hammett, as you're
tried to
saying,
kill an old man. And now I had
Tried to
run.
kill nobody.
Oh, you know what it looked like? Looked like you tried to kill an old man.
It looked like attempted murder, Val. It looked like it.
Look, I tried to hang on to them so they wouldn't drown or anything. I was just
Oh.
trying to create some sort of distraction. I
Oh.
panicked.
It
I'm
kind
not
of
an expert in any of this.
it kind of looked like you were doing this on his head instead of this.
You
All right,
know,
now
I-
that's just being
I
straight
come
up
in the
deceitful
back
as
for
to my
you.
intent.
And that's all nice. I'm always here to bat for you. That's good. But you kind of put us in a lot of situations where no one knows what's going on here, and
Well,
we're kind of left to
Okay,
figure it out.
all right. So we were
So-
talking. We were talking about it, and now that you're back, we can all catch everybody up to speed. If you'd like to sit down,
Nope.
I can
got
pour
this
you an
little thing.
ale.
No, I got an umbrella thing here, right here. We gotta go find another nimblewright because you know what?
There's
a big
something we should talk about that will inform that decision.
Yeah.
So sit down in your chair that you bought.
Also,
Please, would you mind pouring an ale for this gentleman? And the poltergeist pours an ale from one of the bottles that was left by the guild.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, you got 5 minutes because I want to get wings.
the
And I
agreement,
said that-
sure.
I want to
and-
ask a question
and-
about that, but I'm going to wait.
Well, Hamish, can you let me know when it's been 5 minutes?
Yeah, no, I got an internal clock that's like spot on for sure.
Oh, yeah. I can't. Telling time's hard. All right, you go ahead.
So, while you were gone, we sort of talked about how, yes, I made a bit of a decision on an impulse, and we can talk about our feelings about that and work on a way forward from it. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, but separately importantly, our immediate directive, this thing that you were talking about. Hamish, do you want to fill your buddy in whatever language you think that he will understand best about what we're going to do?
Yeah, no, it's common.
Him, hopefully.
Hamish relays everything
Common.
we've talked about. So you're now filled on and everything. The past 5 minutes of conversation.
So we got a hat rack.
Mostly that we're gonna
And
try
hat
to
rack's
create
gonna make
decoy.
another hat. Sorry, go ahead.
Mostly that we're going to try to create a decoy using Nim's
I know.
skills.
I heard it.
Should
So, go ahead.
we... Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so we're gonna have the hat rack make a hat rack head while we go out and we hunt for the other hat rack, and we cut its head off too.
No?
Yeah, what are we trying to here's the thing, I'm not sure, guys.
Are we trying to save a mass murderer? Just wondering.
No.
You're automatically assuming this thing is good and nice and that we should save it.
What I'm saying is
Hands up.
that
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
go
find
ahead,
that
man.
out,
He had his
but
hand up
should
first.
we just...
People,
Go ahead.
out of game real quick. For the love of God, stop talking over one another. It's driving me up a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, then respond. Listen, respond. My ears are actually hurting. Christ.
Did you have your hand up to vote or to say something?
No, I was gonna wait till you were done, so go ahead.
Okay. So we can find out what this other nimblewright has done, intends, all of that, and then make a decision. And if we don't want to condemn this other nimblewright to death, we can have Nim create a decoy head and pass it along. Or we can just forget the whole thing, have Nim create a decoy head and pass it along. We have two very good options. One of them involves not a lot of work on our part. The other one involves, some work on our part. I'm not sure how much. And then a decision. But we have options. Hamish, what were you going to say?
And here's my question for the group. Are we gonna try to find this thing? Or are we just gonna skate on by with creating a fake head? That's just put it to a vote, see what everyone is interested in doing.
All right. So my opinion is I think we need to get to the bottom of things. Regardless. But with the very limited information that I have, I tend towards not wanting to condemn this other nimblewright to death. I want to find more information out first.
All right, Johnny, what do you think?
Well, I actually don't care too much one way or the other. But what I'll say is, Nim didn't do it. That much that's fine. That's pretty obvious. Right. This other nimblewright, let's just find them. If they did it, probably, if they didn't, we'll have to figure it out from there. We can always con someone. A lot of us can do that, can't we?
I think a lot of us have that in our background, yes.
Jirok, what about you? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, we hunt it down. It's caused danger right outside our door. Why don't you?
That's what we do. All right, Magpie. Last vote.
I believe that we should find it, but decide how we handle the situation once we're there. Also, do we want to check in with Nim? Since they are free now and have been in captivity most of probably their life, and now we're talking about their partner?
Nim is currently on Jirok's shoulder with 3 hats on his hands and head.
Wow.
Hi.
Dedication.
What do you do?
Oh, I'll put him down in front of the group and say, well, you know, you kind of heard everything, Hat Rack, yeah? So this thing left, your partner left for a reason, yeah? You don't know? Just disappeared one day? You guys didn't fight?
I pull out the parchment and the quill so that Nim can continue to write. And I say, you don't have to maintain this posture anymore. Take the hats off of the hands, and I try to enable this conversation to go a little bit smoother.
Nim looks nervously at Jirok.
Oh, yeah, you can give a hat to Hamish over there, and I'll take this one. And you can wear the last one.
It has the fancy hat, and it grabs the parchment and pen from Sil, and looks at Sil. Val.
Nim, you are your own person. Why don't you've heard what's been going on. Why don't you talk about what you want and what you know?
He just writes a question mark and points it at you. You gain the knowledge that his language comprehension, I mean, his comprehension is good. His ability to speak back isn't eloquent or extensive.
I just look around. Do we have a way to communicate with him a bit more efficiently or no?
Well,
Break it down to smaller questions.
yeah, yes. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Things that can be answered yes or no.
Right, that makes sense.
Can I finish asking my question? Or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Great. So you're aware that when we're talking about your partner over here, that she did something bad, yeah?
Shrugs.
Huh?
Shrug. He shrugs at you.
Well, we've been told and led to believe that she's had some workings in quite a few people being killed and maybe caused a fireball. Or do you know if just the way that you made her or what's going on there, would she be capable of such a thing?
He writes no magic.
But could she could still generate a big enough force that would look like a big, massive destruction?
He kind of his head twists around for a second and says, arcane objects is what he writes.
Oh, like from the temple?
He shakes his head no.
Anyone else anything they wanna ask? I'm writing some stuff down here.
I wanna ask him if he's okay.
He pauses for a second and shakes his head no.
Are you scared?
He writes down again, alone.
Oh.
So you're the one that you built. She could make, yes or no? Could she make a arcane bomb? Fire, like the fire bomb? She could make that? She could use that? Do you think she would kill 11 people with one? Yes or no?
He pauses for a second. He starts to shake his head no and then shrugs instead.
Kitten.
Well, you know, we just gotta find her and find out what's going on. Did anybody else know about her? Has anybody else met her or just you?
He writes just me until
Until after she left. So she could have been picked up on the street and used to her people. You don't want her to get used by anyone anymore, do you? Can you help us find her besides this device? So this device doesn't work if you go with us, because it stays active. So you're gonna have to stay here.
He looks
We have-
around. He looks around and then points back to alone.
Nope. And I hold out my ale cup again. And I say, can I get a refill?
Perfect.
And Leaf probably takes it and refills.
What Jirok is getting at, I think, yes, Jirok, is that if you stay here, you really aren't alone. There's another entity here, even though you can't see them. Right, Jirok?
Oh yeah. So you got someone here, and we'll be back too, right, guys?
Right. Nim, this, and I gesture towards the movement that's happening with the ale. And I say, this is Leaf. Leaf, this is Nim.
As someone who can't talk and someone who can't talk,
You can write messages back and forth on your parchment and quill. Maybe?
You know what would make them? Oh, go ahead.
You see Nim first try to write hello on the parchment, and the quill is picked up, and the hello is responded.
Perfect
You know
match.
what? Oh yeah, and you know how you can make fast friends too? You know what would make
Drugs?
Leaf really happy?
Sorry.
No, not drugs, Hamish. If you
my
fix
instinct.
things here around the house, Leaf is gonna love you.
Roll a persuasion check
Yes.
with advantage because that's kind of his jam.
Oh, good, because that was a natural 1. Oh, natural 20. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Wow.
That
That's
is
so good.
extreme. Plus
Nim
1,
walks.
so 21.
Nim kind of gets very close to you, and he scribbles tools and shows it to you.
If I see this, I pull out the equipment that I salvaged from his workshop.
He looks and then he writes down more and shows it to Jirok.
Do I have any? I don't think so, right?
You know,
No.
We work on outside.
we could buy some. There's a smithy. I think they might sell tools nearby.
Isn't
He
it?
nods his head.
Isn't it nighttime?
It's
But,
now
I mean-
it's now nighttime. Yeah.
It could
Yeah.
happen
They're
tomorrow
open that way.
morning, and before we head out, or like after we head out.
Do we have anything to help this guy? I'll leave him my thieves' tools.
I have I have a regular hammer, an adventuring gear hammer. I have a crowbar.
There you go.
I can leave him
And-
those 2 things.
I picked up a wrench and some other things.
Yep.
I have some ball bearings.
I'm gonna leave him rope.
And he looks at this mess that you guys have
Do
laid
I have
out.
ball bearings? I need to check actually.
I think you do.
I'm gonna take my thieves' tools back. I need those.
Just these are from me. He surveys the mess you all have left him and nods, and then he just takes it and leaves. He walks up the stairs.
Oh.
Okay. Like in our house.
Yeah, in your house.
And he leaves the house. Roll
You
initiative.
know, I show him to where my room was.
You're gonna follow him? Okay.
Yeah.
Host us?
And I say, you know, it's okay if you stay here. With me, at least. I mean,
He nods and then just walks to a room and just starts hitting with a hammer, and he takes some ball bearings out. He finds a nail from somewhere and just starts fixing stuff.
okay. Well then.
Match made in heaven.
I mean, I guess so.
Hell.
So, like, I mean, are we doing drugs tonight or crime? I mean, it's even odds.
Well, let's do crime and then we'll do drugs.
Cool.
We should probably have something in place as like an emergency system. When we're not...
Emergency drugs?
No,
That's
no.
my go-to.
No, darling. I'm talking about our new friend. Should someone come knocking at the door, we should have a plan.
Like
For
a lock?
No, I mean,
No, I think I get what she's saying. Like, if somebody comes on the door asking about what's happened, asking about Nim, we should have, something that we are going to say right away, and some plan that we can enact to hide Nim. Right? Is that what you're going at?
Exactly. And if he needs to hide, or if he needs an exit plan.
We got hats.
Oh yeah, the hat racket worked everywhere so far. 100% success rate.
Never mind.
Hold on. I can disguise him, and I can leave him a little protection.
All right.
You know what? I can also help to disguise him.
What about
Johnny and I can cover disguising him, right? Mixed Magpie, what were you going to say?
he might need an exit plan. I keep talking like you.
It's okay. What about out of the tower?
Do they have another one of those spinny things?
Only one spinny thing, and Drock has it.
Oh, never mind then. That's what I was worried about. All right.
Well, then they have no other way to track him that we're aware of.
As far as you guys are aware, there's only one spinny thing, and Drock currently has it. As far as you're aware.
But just to be, I don't know what this place is.
Are you suddenly a gnome?
Let's disguise him real quick, and I'll leave him a little protection, and we'll call it a day.
Okay.
I will also help to disguise, so I will provide advantage because I am also proficient.
Thank God. Natural 20 from
Hey!
from a 4 to a natural 20.
Nice.
There you go.
Like?
I'm gonna put the hat on him.
Hang on, which hat? Which hat?
Whichever one's around.
The
The fedora, perhaps.
Fancy one.
Okay. I mean,
Top
Hammett
hat.
shouldn't wear his fedora either.
Yeah, the red one, and then I'm gonna put one of my silk things on him, and I'm gonna dress him up, and I'm gonna smudge a little flesh paint on him here and there, just so he kind of from a glance, and then I'm gonna put glasses on him. Ding.
He looks at you
Perfection.
and then keeps hammering and looks back.
And then I'm going to use my robe of serpents to throw out a poisonous snake.
He looks at the poisonous snake. The poisonous snakes look at him. The poisonous snake, and then just wraps around him.
Yep, it can discern friend from foe.
Yeah.
For
So
one, it's gonna survive an hour.
Sure. It is now his best friend wrapped around him. He's paying no attention as he continues to hammer.
This is Snaky. He likes to kill things. All right, and then I'm gonna get ready to leave.
Okay. Anything else you guys would like to do before you ready to head out for the night?
I think I'm good.
Just seeing hammer horror, but well, so we're not going to do anything this evening. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, I thought we were.
We definitely are.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
all right,
Why
good,
not?
good. Never mind. Sorry, I must have misunderstood. So we're going to head out
Oh yeah.
and try to find out what the root of this all is. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah. Are we gonna pregame this investigation? That's what me and Jirok usually do.
Drugs
Listen, I
later.
have a sharp mind.
But we could have a drink before we go.
Hell yeah.
Well, of course. Let's not be stiffs.
I mean, I'll have half of one.
All right. We take a shot. I take a shot. Anyone else?
Oh gods. I'll
Is
take
it-
half a shot.
Is it that bottle that I
Yeah,
brought?
it's
The
the
net.
gross, the deep
Oh, is that the
bottle.
only alcohol
The
we
deep
have?
one?
We have others. But
I
that's
have
what
liquor on me.
Okay. I'm gonna lean over towards Johnny then and say, "Share."
Of course.
Jirok, come on, man.
We each have a shot of the deep one.
Take a constitution check because it's the strongest we have.
Oh, buddy.
Like
Not
thick Everclear.
saving throw or.
Saving throw, yeah.
All right, no problem, my man.
Neither.
Yep, I'm good. 18.
We're
plus
a
2,
little
20.
tipsy, but okay. It
Yep.
goes down thick and hot like it always does.
Hey.
Burns all the way down.
That's right. That's right.
Like alcoholic oatmeal.
Oh my god.
Thick and hot.
Thick and
Thick and hot.
There's no
Thick
other
All
and
right.
way.
hot.
So where are we going to start this investigation? Team Detective Garbage, where are we going?
Listen, I think we basically followed this thing.
Well,
So we
yep,
just need to get far enough away from Nim that it stops picking Nim up, and then go from there.
You
Our
got
best
a direction,
guesses,
like
that
north,
sort of
south,
thing?
east, west, anywhere.
What do you all think? I mean, you all were part of that conversation that I wasn't part of. Do you have an idea?
I do.
Yeah.
When I was young and had nothing and knew no one in the city, there were a few haunts that I would always go to. So let me try those first.
That's
Johnny,
a
where do you want to
good
house
bet.
first?
Oh, I don't know because I don't know Waterdeep, but Johnny does.
Where is his instincts to go? You mean you know the wards as well as
Yeah.
most of us at this point. Where are your instincts?
So, yeah.
to go?
I've got a map up. Just kind of describe the location that you envision.
I feel like, I mean, they're an inventor, but they got it. They don't know anyone. I kind of feel like maybe the Dock Ward or the North Ward. I just can't decide. Let me flip a coin.
Sure.
I don't know what that means.
Gotta get a ruler.
Take a second if you need it. Decide.
That's right. Just kind
Can
of.
I roll for crime knowledge for a helping hint?
I would rather you roll a straight up d20 and decide what, like half and half.
Okay.
I'd rather flip a coin.
Dock Ward.
Okay, you guys begin to head to the dock ward, and it goes off very, very hard, and that's where we're on for tonight.
Okay. Goes off very,
hard?
very hard?
Yeah, the umbrella just starts spinning.
Oh!
I thought there was a.
I thought it was the travel went off very, very hard. I was confused.
Sorry, the umbrella goes off very, very fast and hard.
I was
Ooh.
only doubting I was trying to push it out of my mind, but I was doubting myself because of module structure. I'm like, would they have you bounce back to the dock ward or not? I was like, no, get that out of my head.
We'll find out what happens because of it.
Cool.
Not necessarily the right decision, but we'll find out.
No, there's no wrong decisions in D&D. The only thing you can do is...
Right.
Fast and hard, thick and hot.
Oh, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. This has been an episode.
Garbage episode.
That's what I can say for it.
Yeah.
Cheers,
fucking
everybody at
Tuesdays.
home. It has been an episode.
We're doing great.
Doing just fine.
Yep.
Just a reminder for everybody, real quick. We have our nice little turtle bar. When we get to 10,000 bits, I'm going to run a turtle one-shot. Oh, Chris! Thank you so much!
Thanks, Chris.
Chris just donated 10. Sorry, not 10. I can't read. My brain is done. 100 bits. So great. Thank you so much, Chris. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you being here so often. We appreciate any little bit anybody contributes. See what I did there? And and we just love seeing all of you here, whether you are a returning chatter and viewer or you are brand new. We love you so much. We thank you so much for just coming here on our journey with us. Whatever kind of journey this happens to be.
And we apologize.
You know, do we though? Do we really apologize? I
We
mean,
should at least a little.
maybe a little bit. But you know, this is a lot of fun, and even though we are a bunch of dumpster fires here, we have a lot of fun, and we're very happy that we can bring some joy to all of you. Just really quick, why don't we go in reverse order for this evening? Why don't we start with Ty?
I am Ty. I am Baller and Brawler. There are some ones in there instead of L's, and I am here, and I am also on Dice Priori. No, this is where I am now. I'm also on Bearing and Rolls on Sundays. I'm also on Mythos Mystery Society on YouTube. I am also putting together a Monster Hearts campaign, hopefully with both Matt and Emma and some others. It's in the works.
Ooh, so pay attention to Ty on Twitter for that.
No, I'm garbage on Twitter. Pay attention
Oh,
to someone
yeah.
else than me.
But like, you'll announce things when they are being announced on Twitter?
I'll try. Yeah. All right.
I'll pester you.
Yes, and I'm Chris. I have been to a haberdashery before, but I haven't bought any hats there until today.
When you bought 2 or 3.
Three hats today. And Emma.
That's nothing about Mythos?
Nope, it's too late. Keep going.
God, go on. Emma, your turn.
Oh my gods. Okay. Hello. I'm Emma. You can find me at MP Hansen on Twitter. When I'm not here on Tuesdays, I'm sometimes on variant roles. Have a great evening. I'm sorry.
Wow.
All right, Matt, you're up.
I am Matthew Foreman. You can find me at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I run 2 shows here on Dice Prairie, Play in One, and I do Mats in the Machine on Saturdays. I produce a lot of D&D content on here and variant roles, so just check my Twitter to stay abreast to all that I have going on.
And I am Alexis. You can find me on Twitter and most other places at VoxFinato. I am a co-DM for tonight's stream, DragonHeisters. Ty and I are kind of switching off. But I also play Gilly in The Ghost in the Machine, which you can find tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And I have an art stream that I run on Mondays at 6 Central p.m. and 4 o'clock Friday p.m. Please join us in our Discord. I'm going to post that in our chat momentarily. You can check out our schedule and see all of the content that we put out. And we have some more content coming up soon that we are getting very close to putting some, more feasible teasers out on. We're working out some kinks. And also, oh hey, tap that ass in there. We are happy to see you. But also, we have some things coming up potentially in June, because June is Women in Gaming Month, and we want to celebrate our femmes in gaming. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on Twitter. I have a little thing coming up of I'm going to live stream creating a Rage Witch at some point. So follow me on Twitter to see what happens with that. Follow Matthew to see what happens on Mats in the Machine. Follow all of us on Twitter because we're just ridiculous fun people. And we will see you all next week in the garbage world of Waterdeep.
So fucking terrible.